welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you about Scratch. Scratch is where you can program stuff and make your own coding projects and then share them to the Scratch community. Scratch is a place where you can program stuff and see what others programmed and just share your programs if you have an account. So if you have an account on Scratch, then you'll see this bar up here, this blue bar, and then there would be this thing here that has a profile picture here and the name of your account. And if you click on it, then all of these options are there, and then you just need to press My Stuff. And if you press My Stuff, then you see something that says New Project. And if you click on that, then you can make a new project. But that only works if you have an account. But if you don't have an account, then you can just go to the home screen of Scratch, and then in the same blue bar there will be something called Create. And you need to press on Create to go to this place where you can make the project. And if you have an account where you signed in with your email or something like that, then you can actually share. And if you want to find the share button or something, it's right here in the same blue bar up here. There will be an orange button that says share, but you can only share if you have an account, as I said. So then the main thing you need is the events blocks. The events blocks tell the code when to start the code you want to do. So the code lets you do stuff with these sprites, which are characters on Scratch. So they let you do stuff with these sprites, and you can add sprites and you can delete sprites. If you delete a sprite like that, then you can just get these new sprites here, and you have like different categories. The categories are animals, people, fantasy, dance, music, sports, food, fashion, and letters. But if you don't want to search from like these categories, then you can just go to the search bar, which is right here, and then search up the name. So there was the Scratch Cat that we had in the beginning. Everyone will have the Scratch Cat in the beginning. So we had the Scratch Cat, and if I want the Scratch Cat back, then I just have to search up the Scratch Cat. And here it is, the Scratch Cat. So like that, it will stay here. And if you want to upload a sprite, then you can just press the upload sprite. But if you want to upload it, you need to, of course, search it up. So let's say I wanted to search up a butterfly tat as one of my sprites. So I can search up butterfly and go to images, and you have to go to settings, advanced search, and go all the way down. And then you need to press all, and then press Creative Commons licenses, and then advanced search. And now you need to find the photo you want, but only if it says free on it, then you can take it for a sprite, or else you'll have to pay. So you can get it like that. So let's say I want this. It's a free butterfly, as it says right here. So if I right click it like that, then all of these come up, and you need to click Save Image As. I'm using a MacBook MacBook here, so maybe this doesn't work for all computers, but if you have a MacBook, then this works. So then it will save here, and if it's a PNG image, it saves in this place called Finder. And then once you right click and say save image as, then you need to press this blue button here that says save if you actually want to save it, and over here it shows it. And then you need to just go here, hover over this cat sign with the plus above, and then go all the way here to the top button, and then you'll see that it says upload a sprite. So then you can upload it, and then over here you can find the one you want. And so this is the picture I want, so I can open it up. And now I have this picture. And if you want to go out of the sprite search, then there will be this back sign on the same blue bar. You'll always be seeing the blue bar. And if you want to save something, there will be this button that says save now. When I wasn't joined in, I didn't see that, so I think it's only for people who have an account. And you can move this back here. We don't need it right now. Over here you can increase and decrease the size, so we'll make it into 50, and then it's all the way there. So if I go to costumes, I can just pull it there, I think. Let's try that. Actually, that won't work. Never mind. So yeah, I'm not gonna use that butterfly right now. I'll demonstrate with this bear. The bear is walking in this one. And there are all these costumes. So if you press on costumes, then you'll have all these different costumes, like different things the bear would look like. So this is bear walking A, bear walking B, like that, and there's a bunch more. But there's and those costumes are there for a lot of sprites, but some of the sprites don't have it, like the baseball here. See, if you go to costumes, there's only baseball. So you can change it by looking right here, and then you'll have change color effect by 25. So that's how you can change color. So yeah, I guess that's how you change color. But if you actually want to change the costume, like I said I would teach you to do, you can just have this to switch costume, and then there are these options if you click on that. And then maybe I want it to be Bear Walk E, so I can do that. And Bear Walk A. So that's how you switch the costumes. And back to the events. So there's the standard one that I would recommend for beginners. The standard event is when the green flag is clicked. The green flag is all the way up here. So if I click it, then the code will run. I didn't add any code, it just switched back to brown for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah. So that's there. So let's say we want the bear to change its color by 25 when the green flag is clicked. So then I can change its color like that. I don't know why it's not changing. So then you can make it change to different things, like fisheye makes it get bigger, and whirl makes it get whirlier, and then pixelate makes it more pixelated, and then mosaic, I don't know how to pronounce that, but that thing makes it duplicate like that. And then brightness makes it like get brighter. And then ghost makes it get more transparent. So yeah. Let's just take this out and then click it again so that, okay. And the second main thing is to make it's like how to make your code run all together. You need to take the block you want and then snap it right onto there. So the code is together, and once you click it, the code runs. Okay. And you can even take it out. And if you don't like the code that you made, then you can always move it here, and then it's gone. But it's never going to be gone from this place, wherever you got it. And there are different things you can do. There's motion, where you can make your sprite move. And then there's looks, where you can like change how it looks. And you can also use like the say blocks to make it say something. So this bear saying hello for 2 seconds. You can change what it says. Maybe it wants to say, what is your name? For maybe 3 seconds. And if you click on it, the code runs. And maybe I want it to say it when the green flag is clicked. So that's what it does. And let's say the baseball is shy. So once the green flag is clicked, it might wait for like 3 seconds to say something else. You can tinker with the value to make it come like a second or two after someone says something. So let's pretend the baseball is shy and make it say something after 3.2 seconds. So let's try, I might make it like change the color like that. So now we can see that code run. And it changed the color because it was a little bit shy. And then there's other events, like when the space key is clicked, or when any other key is clicked. To see those keys, then you need to press on this space and then like the word that says space, and then you have all these options. So maybe I want something to happen when the down arrow is pressed. Maybe I want it to change the size by 10 when I press the down arrow key. So let's see will that happen. And then down arrow key. It gets bigger and bigger once I can press the down arrow key until it's the maximum. And maybe if I want it to change size by -10 to get shorter, then maybe I want to press a different key. Maybe I'll do that when the sprite is clicked. So there's another event block called when sprite is clicked. So when a character is clicked, something happens. So when I want the bear to be clicked, I will change, the size will change by 10 to the size I want it to be. Like that. Try to get to 100 again. So if you want to actually change the size right here, then you can press on this place and then change the size. 100 is where it normally comes. And then there's when backdrop switches to a backdrop. So the backdrop is like the background. It always starts out with the white plain background. So if you want a different background, then you just need to hover over this or just press it. And and then you have all of these backgrounds, and you have different sections too, like the sprites. There's all of them: fantasy, music, sports, outdoors, indoors, space, underwater, and patterns. Or you can just search it up, like the name of it. Maybe I want the water and rocks here. So the bear can like probably try to find some fish in here. But maybe it finds this baseball instead. So then I can make it, when the backdrop switches to the water and rocks, then it can switch the costume to Bear Walk H. Okay, it's in Bear Walk. So then I can make it switch to Bear Walk H. And maybe when I want to switch the background when the ball turns to a different color, but I want it to wait for some time, so maybe I might change the seconds like that. So ask, and then it'll turn like that, and then so it'll be switched there. And then there's the control. The control makes it like wait for some time or do stuff. So yeah, that's what it does. So it like does stuff, like it makes it wait, it makes it repeat for a few times or forever, or if something happens, or if like wait until something, repeat until something, or you can stop everything, or there's this event that I don't know, or then there's all of these stuff, and then there's sensing. I don't know what sensing is, but I know that this thing asks something, so you can make it ask, let's see, it's asking, what is your favorite game? So let's say it's asking, what's your favorite game once it switches. So it's asking that, and then there's this bar here where you can type the answer. So I might type in Uno because that's one of my favorite games. And then it receives that answer. So that's the only thing I know about the sensing. And I don't know anything about the operators, but these are the variables. So like you can make a variable for only one sprite or for all the sprites. Let's make it for all the sprites. Maybe there will be a score. So I can name it score, my variable as score, and I can set my score as 0 once it asks, and then I can change it when I make the sprite get clicked. So it decreases, and it's supposed to change the score there, so now it's changing the score, and then I need it to increase, so I'll press the down arrow and then set it back to normal here. And to the other events block, I'll tell you about my blocks later. So in the events blocks here, there's one loudness thing. So there's a one loudness 10 block. I can make it move 10 steps. So it's technically like hearing stuff. So I'll allow it to hear me, and then it should the moving 10 steps when it hears the loudness. So yeah, that's what this is for. And then if you go to the events block again, there is when I receive message 1 or a new message. Let's worry about that later. And then there's a broadcast message. So let's say it's going to ask, like maybe I'll just make it say hi, but it doesn't say it. It only makes it receive to the other sprite. So let's say when the ball receives hi, which is this event block that I said we'll worry about right now. So once it receives the hi, then it can say something. Maybe it would say hello and then switch back to normal. So then it would switch back to its normal color because it's probably not shy anymore. And then, this is there. So I can make this broadcast once I click the sprite as well. And then I can just, and then there's a broadcast and then a message and wait. And if you have this, then it would broadcast something and then it would wait till it gets its response and then it can say something else instead of doing the broadcast hi without and wait and then saying something after it receives the message the other sprite is saying. And then there's mind blocks. So this is where you can make a block. It can be add an input. This is for a number of text. This is a boolean, which I don't know. So I don't know what a boolean is. And then there's add a text label. Add a text label is the easiest to me. So you can make something happen. Like maybe I want it to be to the block to be hi, and I have to make the definition of the block hi. So maybe hi would be doing something forever, like maybe thinking forever. Maybe that can be what hi means, and maybe it's like waiting for some time, so I added that there. So that's how you like define stuff with the other blocks. So maybe I do this and then it's saying it's thinking that forever. And if you delete that, then you don't have that block anymore, so that block doesn't work. So that's the stuff about Scratch. And if you want to like make a game or something, then there are these things called tutorials, and they show what to do, and they're in the same exact blue bar we saw earlier. And if you click on it, then it would show all of these tutorials. Let's say I want to animate a name. You can watch this video, and then if you click these arrows, there are these steps where you can see what to do. And I think these are really helpful because then you can see the steps instead of the video, like this. And then if you go to the end, then you can click a different video or tutorial, or you can see all of them. This also has sections like animation, art, music, games, and stories. So you can see all of those there. And there are sounds. So that's a sound. And if you want to choose a sound, if you want more sounds, then you just need to click on that. And then you have all these sounds. This also has sections. There's animals, effects, loops, notes, percussion, space, sports, video, voice, and wacky. If you want to hear the sound before that was an example of the sound. So if you want to hear the sound before you add it, then you have to hover over this purple thing, and then you can hear the sound like that. Those are a few of the wacky sounds, and you have all these sounds. So hover over it and you get it. And if you want to actually add this sound, then you'll have to click on it. Let's say I want the party noise, and I can listen to the noise if I click this blue thing. And you can make it go faster if you press this button, slower if you press this button. You can make it louder, softer. You can mute it, you can make it fade in, you can make it fade out, you can reverse it, or make it sound more like a robot. And you can even delete these sounds if you go here. And then if you click on the stage, then you can control the background. So yeah, you can do that too. So that's what Scratch is. If you have any questions, you can put it in the comments below. Bye. See you in the next video. And like, share, and subscribe to my channel.